Smart 24, driving business.
So when we reached 2020, COVID came in. When COVID came in, we said, no, we cannot now outlaw Ugandans with this passport. We again gave 1 more year to 2021. 2021, we again realized that some more Ugandans still have these passports. We said, okay, we can now again allow for 1 more year to 2022. Now, when it came to 2022, of course, most Ugandans had now migrated to electronic passports. Last week, when we were launching the polycarbonate passports, we ceased to use this passport forthwith, even for those diasporans who are returning home. But we are not saying that Ugandans will not be allowed to come home if they don't have this type of passport. What is going to happen is, if you want to return home, you are out there and you cannot renew your passport and you hold this type of passport, please report to the embassy. The embassy has a document known as emergency travel certificate. It is blue in color and it is issued free of charge to Ugandans who are willing to return home, who do not have passports. This confusion on social media that Ugandans carrying this type of passports will not be allowed home is not true. What is true is that this passport can no longer be used, but there is a window. There is a document known as emergency travel certificate. It is one page. It is blue in color and it is issued free of charge. I am repeating this. I would ask the media to help me move this message up to the lowest person down, because some people, I think, do not understand English. The emergency travel certificate that we are issuing at the embassies is given free of charge, and those documents are at the embassies. So it is going to be given to Ugandans who still hold this type of passport. We also have another document, although we have not yet started using it. It is also given to people who have not yet processed these electronic passports. This type of passport can be used for 1 year. The emergency travel document is only used for 1 trip, for you to return home. When you reach the airport, that document is withdrawn from you as soon as you touch base at the airport. It is withdrawn, it is destroyed at the airport, that emergency travel document, because it is only issued for you, for Ugandans who are in emergency situations returning home. If any Ugandan travels on this passport and, for instance, goes out and it gets lost, all he has to do is report to the embassy and is given that document known as emergency travel document, which is used for that trip to return you home. And as soon as you touch base at Entebbe Airport, that document is withdrawn from you and destroyed, because it is for only 1 trip. This one can be used for up to 1 year. This one can be used up to 1 year. It has 8 pages. And it can operate in East Africa and COMESA member countries, but can also enable a Ugandan who is living in any part of the world to return home. This type of passport. I want to clear the confusion which is circulating on social media. Some people are crying, "Woe way, we cannot return. Woe way, Chiwete. Woe way, our country has been taken over." That is not true. What is true is that even if you don't have this passport, ladies and gentlemen, and you are living out there, you can still be able to return home and process your passport. Now, there are Ugandans who are living in countries where we have presence of passport centers. countries like UK, countries like US, countries like South Africa, countries like UAE, countries like Canada, and soon, I think in 2 weeks, China. You will not need to return home in order to change your passport. All you have to do is go online via www.passports.go.ug, put in your details and be able to pay. And once you pay, make an appointment to go to the embassy and you'll be able to upgrade your passport to the current one. Those are countries with passport centers. Countries without passport centers, you shouldn't alarm yourselves because we have embassies there. Countries without embassies, there are consulates, there are nearby embassies where you can get assistance for you to return home. You shouldn't alarm, you shouldn't cry on social media. Uganda belongs to all of us, and there's nobody who can stop anyone from returning home. So if you have only this type of passport, which has been phased out, it has been phased out because we had taken a long time extending, to the extent that the international world was now not taking us serious for holding this type of passport. I want Ugandans to understand that the technologies globally have been upgraded at airports to only using this type of passports. Passports with chips. Some Ugandans are saying that, we are changing passports because this one did not have a chip. That's not true. This passport, the moment you see this sign down here, it means this passport has a chip. This is a chip. This one is a sign of a chip. And the ICAO cannot allow a country to produce passports in this present day technology without chips. This chip is in the cover page. It is here, it is in the cover. This is where the chip is. This chip is hidden in the cover page. Even with the new passports, the polycarbonate, the chip is not in this biodata page. No, the chip is here, is in the cover page. That's where the chip is located. This chip has an antenna where those airports can connect and read information. When you scan your passport, it has an antenna running through it in the passport cover page. This one, it has a lot of technology, lots of technology infused in this cover, which you cannot see with your naked eyes. Now, I wonder where Ugandans are getting information that this one did not have a chip. Can we bet? Can you take us to court and prove yourself that this one did not have a chip? I think we shall eat your money. So, going forward, ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure Ugandans who are living and working abroad, but still hold these passports, these machine-readable passports, that all is still well. They will not return on this passport now, but that they will get a document known as emergency travel document at the embassy, given to them free of charge. The other information I wanted to give is about costs. These passports have not changed costs. The cost remains 250. I am dwelling on this type of passport because this is where most Ugandans lie. These are passports for ordinary Ugandans. They all carry this type of passport. The cost has remained at 250. But note that we are not going to allow anyone to come and change this passport. If you have this type of passport, the paper-based, we are not encouraging and allowing you to change to polycarbonate. Why? Because one, we don't want you to waste your money. Two, both passports are valid until expiry. So we are estimating that after about 7-8 years, we shall have all Ugandans will be carrying polycarbonate passports because these ones will have expired over time. Ladies and gentlemen, all institutions keep changing documents. Even money, even banknotes keep changing. Yes, they keep changing. The signatories, you remember, recently kept changed. Why the passport? All these, even the new one we have upgraded to, we are not saying this is permanent. Things will keep changing as technology also keeps what? Changing. We are not going to be static. When we see something good about passports, we shall also change. United States of America has changed the passport. Actually, they are also still struggling with the new passport right now. China has changed. China now has a new passport. I don't know whether you are aware of this. So Uganda, just like any other country, can also change a national document. There's no alarm about this. It is not new. It is happening elsewhere, and it will keep happening because technology is not static. It is changing over time. So I hope this is clear, ladies and gentlemen. The second issue, so I'm asking the media to help me popularize this message of passport. This one, I would love to see it on the cover page of most of your papers, of the various TVs that are here, so that Ugandans can rest, because it is causing a lot of ruckus on social media. Yeah. Our team from Department of Inspection and Legal Services last week, specifically on 31st of March 2023, rescued 5 suspected victims of human trafficking. 5 of them in a house in Namasuba. We were acting on intelligence, and when our team reached there, we did rescue 5 suspected victims, all of them of Ethiopian origin. So you know very well that human trafficking is a transnational crime, which is common. It has been common of recent because people are selling others to get money. The other time we indicated that the reasons for human trafficking are various. Some of the reasons are for human organ harvesting. Some people take these people out there to harvest human organs. But others are to take advantage of them, to keep selling them in various activities such as prostitution and others, working in various homes, but agents being paid. So there are various forms of human trafficking that is normally taking place in our country. The Department of Legal and generally the Ministry of Internal Affairs will be on its lookout for any of this. So we, together with police, we shall have the perpetrators of this crime brought to book. The other time we had arrested some people from Masaka, and I think you read that story, and we rescued a number of children in Masaka, of course acting hand in hand with the Uganda police. And those children who are mostly below the age of, I think, 16, were rescued and are now responding well to various counseling services. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what I had this morning in Uganda.
When you rescued these Ethiopians, did you find all the suspects who must have been named?
There are some people, although I don't have information, clear information about them, that the police and the immigration is following. And as soon as we get hold of them, I shall be here and I'll give you this information. So, but there are some leads to those people who are into this heinous crime of human trafficking. So as soon as we arrest these people, we shall be here and I will let you know. Kakati gatuzeyo mu lulimi lwaffe olunansi. Nzize wano leero ku makya kuno okusookera ddala okubeebaza mwe abanamawulire omulimu omulungi gwe mutukolera. Wiiki eri ewedde twatandikawo passport yaffe si mpya naye passport gye twalinyisa omutindo, passport yaffe ey'omukago gwa East Africa gye tuyita East African passport. Passport eno nga jjukira gavumenti ya Uganda nga December 8, nzijjukira December 8, 2018 twa launchinga passport eno empya eya East African electronic passport 2018. Kakati passport eno gye twalaunchinga bwe twagitandikawo abantu ababeera ebweru wa Uganda, jjukira tulina abantu ababeera South Africa, ababeera ebweru w'eggwanga generally. Twakimanyako nti abantu abo baali bafuna obuzibu okukola ki okukyusa passport zaabwe nga tumanyi nti abasinga obungi baali bakyalina passport zino enkadde zino ze tuyita machine readable passports. Kakati bwe twakitegeera ne tugamba nti katuwaeyo omwaganya akaseera ak'omwaka gumu kuva 2018 paka 2019 mu mwezi gwa December. Ne tubagamba nti mugira mudde Uganda nga mukozesa eno passport yaffe enkadde eno gye tuyita machine readable passport. Akati babadde bakomawo nga tusuubira nti Uganda abaagala oku-upgradinga kweno passport nga bakomawo era babadde bakomawo, naye bwe twatuuka 2019 nga wayiseeyo omwaka ate twakizuula nti Uganda bangi nnyo bakyalina zino passport era ne twongerayo omwaka omulala paka 2020. Kati bwe twatuuka 2020 ate awo COVID naye we yayingirirawo. COVID bwe yayingirawo ekisookera ddala twali tetugaba passport. Awo bwe twagambira nti kakati ndowooza Uganda bagira bakomawo ab'ebweru bagira bakomawo ku passport yaffe n'enkadde paka 2021. Naye jjukira nti ekitongole ekiregulatinga passport ekya ICAO n'entambula y'ennyonyi kyali kituwadde deadline esemberayo eddala nga ya 2022. Kati bwe twatuuka 2022 ne tuzijjawo, twajjawo passport zino 2022 nga nzijjukira nga nnya mu April. April mu Luganda tukuyita kafumula mugulansigo kafumula mpawo omwezi gwa kafumula mpawo gwa April twajjawo passport zino. Naye kyokka ffe tulumirirwa Uganda ne tulekawo ate omwaganya Uganda ab'ebweru nga bagira bakomawo ku passport eno paka okutuukira ddala nga baweddeyo nga bazikyusiza babadde bajja. Kati weekend ewedde ne tugenda ne tutandika passport eno empya ne tulaunchinga passport yaffe eno eya polycarbonate eya plastica, passport ya plastic. Ekyakyukamu nti passport yaffe eno eyasooka nga tukola electronic yali olupapula nga kapapula kano kaweweera nga bwe mukalaba kaweweevu. Naye kati technology nga bwaza akyuka nga naffe tulina okutambulira wamu ne technology eyo ne tu-upgradinga tubeere lumu n'abaffe abalala nga Abachina nga America n'abaliraano baffe ng'ab'e Kenya naffe ne tukyusa passport eno ne tufuula page eno nga ya plastic engumu nnyo material waayo wa plastic alinga bwolaba ono owandaga muntu national ID tosobola kukizingamu ne bw'okwatako n'amazzi osiimulako obusimuzi ng'ekola ne bw'okwatako ne sanitizer teyonooneka eno gye twatandise wiiki ewedde kyokka bwe twatandise passport eyo ng'ekitongole ekikola ku ntambula y'ennyonyi n'abantu nga kituwadde ensaleesale yakugirawo ddala passport zino eza machine readable kati naffe kwe kuzijjawo lwabadde lwakuna naye kyokka abannayuganda abali ebweru abakyalina passport zino nsuubira nti tetubagobye mu ggwanga bajja kubanga bakomawo naye ekigenda okubeerawo nti kati bw'oba oyagala okukomawo ate ng'olina passport eno olina okugenda ku kitebe kyaffe mu ggwanga eryo bakuwe ekipapula kye bayita emergency travel certificate ekyo ekipapula kyekigenda okuyamba okomawo kyokka tebakisasuza kyabwereere bw'ogenda ku embase genda weewandiise nti oli munnayuganda bakuggyeko ebikwatako ekyo ekipapula bakikuwe kyokka ekipapula ekyo kikuukiriza okutambula olugendo lumu lwokka okuva eyo gy'oli okukomawo paka ewaka era bw'omala okutoonya ku kisaawe entebe bwoti nga bagikuggyako nga bakidestroyinga nga bakyonoona kubanga ekipapula ekyo bakisaanyawo lwakuba nti tebaagala ate omuntu omulala asobole okukikozesa so tukisaanyawo ng'omaze
Smart 24, driving business.
Sky. Futimbuto, the taste of Uganda in a new international park.
Say goodbye to paperwork and travel costs. Now every MTN customer can register to invest in securities anytime and anywhere with Zabu in a few simple steps. Step 1. Dial *292 hash. Step 2. Select option 1. Register with Zabu. Step 3. Enter your full names. Step 4. Enter your national identification number. Step 5. Enter your national identification card number. In 24 hours, you will receive an SMS confirming your registration. Congratulations, you are now ready to invest. Smart 24, driving business.
Anga passport zombi sikirizibwa enegenda kukola paka lweli gwako wemala okugwako ologenda okufunira eno eya polycarbonate kyokka abasaba passport kakati saawa eno baba bafuna zino za polycarbonate zetulina kati zetugaba naye abafuna zino eza bululu zino ezempapula empeeweevu zino zikyakolera ddala bulungi nnyo. Era njagala kusambaza information ebadde tambula nti zino passport nti twazikyusiza lwakuba tezibadde mu chip. Ekyo si kituufu. Passport zonna ziri mu chip ate passport zikirizibwa mu nsi yonna. Tolabangako wonna we bagane passport ya Uganda nti terina mu chip. kati technology wena mu airports ne bisawo byonna by'ennyonyi ne borders zonna technology alimo wa kusoma chip ate chip weri eri mu cover page eno teri ku page eno nga abalala babadde bakitambuza ku mukutu gwa social media. So n'olwekyo njagala okukakasa n'okuwashuwaringa bannayuganda abali ebweru nti bw'oba tonaba kukyusa passport okyali ku eno nkadde tekyakolera ddala naye ky'okola genda ku embassy genda ku kitebe kyaffe bakuwa ekipapula kusoboze okujja ewaka ate bw'otuuka wano waliwo engeri gye tuyambamu abannayuganda abava ebweru abava ku kyeyo kubanga tumanyi nti balina wano obudde butono tutuukirire tugenda kuyamba okufuna passport mu bwangu osobole okukola ki kuddayo ku mirimu gyo naye bweba tosasudde express mwebale nnyo mwebale ddala waliwo kano kembadde ligo ne inspection kyakoze ekikwekweto weekend ewedde mu bitundu by'e Namasuba bali bataano baweredde ddala bataano nga babakukusa bagala kubatwala ebweru mu nsonga za human trafficking twabasanze mu nyumba era bano ababadde polisi tubawenja saawa yonna tujja kubanga tubakwata awo e Namasuba kati bano abataano betwanunudde bali ku ofisi yaffe tugira twogera nabo okubabudaabuda era ekiseera bwe kinatuuka tugenda kubawaayo ku kitebe kya Ethiopian Embassy wano mu Kampala. Mwebale nnyo. Yes. Ensonga nyingi eziviirako nga bano baana abasinga bali wansi wa myaka nga 19 enkulu enyo 3 kusokera ddala waliwo abo batwala ebweru nga baagala kubajjamu ebitundu byabwe ebyemibiri gyabwe nzijukiramu luli mwawulirako nga information eno etambula nti waliwo babatuuka eyo ne babajjamu ensigo n'ebitundu ebirala bwe bityo nga baagala kubakolamu ssente eyo ensonga lwaki olaba nti zino ensonga za human trafficking zikyase nnyo mu ennaku zino n'ekyokubiri waliwo abo batwala nga baagala kubakozesa mu bumenyi bw'amateeka nga bw'amalaaya ng'obwo bagenda ne babafunira ekiyumba ne babateeramu emmere nga babeera omwo saawa olutuuka olw'eggulo nga babafuluma nga bafuluma endiga nga bagenda kwetunda kyokka nga ssente bano ba agents be bazifuna nga babakomyawo ezo ensonga zibadde nnyo wano mu Asian countries nga waliwo ekitundu kye twagenda ne tutuukirawo ddala mu bitundu by'e Guangzhou wano mu China ne tulaba nti babateeka mu kiyumba era essaawa olutuuko nga 2 ez'olweggulo nga bagulawo nga bwolaba ogulawo ekigangu ky'ente nga bafuluma nga babatunda bafunamu ssente. N'ensonga endala eyokusatu waliwo abantu abanoonya abantu ababakolera emirimu egiri gya bbeeyi layisi kati ye ono agent olumala okubatuusaayo ng'agenda n'ateesa n'oli ayagala abantu bano ne bamuwamu ssente ye n'abalekera abantu bano kyokka baba bakola nga tebabasasula okutuusira ddala ssente ze babateekamu nga ziweddeyo. So ensonga ziba nyingi kyova olaba eno transnational crime ya human trafficking ebadde ekyaliwo nnyo naye lwakuba nti wano Uganda police ebadde ebaliko nnyo ensonga zino zibadde zakendeeramu kubanga police ebadde yateekamu nnyo amaanyi okulaba nti eziremesa naye kati ate kizino kitandikidde ate Namasuba naye police ekiriko ekinoonyereza ngekolaganira ddala wamu ne immigration. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Eno. Muteke ku first page. Munyonyola abana Uganda. Yes, information ene enkulu nnyo. Okay. Kale. Look, we are the one.
Smart 24, driving business.
Wife to Dr. Mbalile Hamza. She was alleging that the husband and is a medical personnel at Chibuli Muslim disappearance, but also later on got information that through her sister, money amounting to 2 million shillings had been initiated and given to the alleged kidnappers. So investigations are on, but what we have so far ascertained is that this gentleman was some time back kidnapped, and this was the third time, and all the times he's robbed of his belongings and money taken from the relatives. So we are calling upon the relatives to remain calm, not to give in to the kidnappers' demands as we investigate this matter. So we shall have more information as soon as possible, and it will be conveyed to you like we have always done. There is also a child who was kidnapped recently, but we were able to recover the child. I'll be giving you details later on. They are still coming in. But allow me to say that our police yesterday in Katwe held operations in areas of Chisangani, Katwe, Chinyoro, and others, where we managed to arrest 40 suspects. And these 40 suspects were screened out yesterday and are going to be arraigned in court today on allegations of possessing suspected narcotic substances, being in possession of suspected stolen items, and there are those, of course, who have been on cases of aggravated robbery, and we've been looking for them. This is after, of course, these operations are done periodically to see that we reduce crime in the area. And Katwe area is one of the Katwe jurisdiction, that is Machinde and Rubaga, are one of the areas which have some high crime rate. So through these operations, we make sure that crime is reduced, and we are hopeful that if they are arraigned in courts of law, crime will go down. Our police at Natete is also investigating this early morning a case of drowning. As of now, we have only ascertained drowning. It will be the doctors in Mulago who are doing postmortem to tell us otherwise. There's a body which was recovered today in Nalukolongo water channel very early in the morning, and it has been conveyed to Sitamocha and Mulago. We don't know what exactly happened, but we are waiting for the results, and the person is not known in the area. We suspect the running water got him from the areas of Kaboa up to down in Nalukolongo water channel. So we shall avail you more details as they become available. In Uganda, Polisi yaffe Nansana eri mu kunoonyereza ku kamba kwa Dr. omusango Nabukeera Madina nti abazigu bano bakubidde essimu ne babasaba ssente era nga bayita mu sister we basobodde okuba nti no bayinitiatinga miliyoni 2 ku ssimu ne ziweebwa abazigu bano. So kunoonyereza kukyagenda mu maaso era tukubiriza ab'enganda okusigala nga bakkakkamu nga bwe tukola okunoonyereza naye ku bye twakazuula nti omwami ono azze awambibwa emirundi mingi nga bamubbako ebibye amasimu ne ssente. So guno gulinga mulundi gwa kusatu. So egimu ku misango gino babadde tebagiroopa naye nga twagala obategeeza nti kyonna ekisoboka kiri mu kukolebwa okulaba nti omuntu ono azuulwa yonna gy'ali, naye tukubiriza ab'enganda okudda ebbali okuserekerawo okuba nti no basindikira abazigu bano ssente kuba nakyo kyongeramu amaanyi eri abazigu okumanya nti ono gwe bawambye bw'aba awambiddwa akasente baba bakafuna. So okunoonyereza kukyagenda mu maaso tujja bba tubabulira ebisingako bwe binaaba bifunisa. Tulina n'omusango omulala gwe tuli mu kunoonyerezaako nja bbamba wa details eddako. Omwana yali yawambibwa okuva e Kasokoso yazuuliddwa nga n'abaali bamuwamba nabo bakwatiddwa. So nja bbamba wa details mu bujjuvu emabega mu maaso kaawo. Polisi yaffe y'e Katwe olunaku olwajjo yakoze ekikwekweto mwe yakwatidde abantu 40 bano nga ku bo kuliko ababadde banoonyezebwa polisi okwenyingira mu bubbi mu kitundu eky'Emakindye ne Lubaga. Abalala basangiddwa n'ebiragalalagala, abalala basangiddwa n'ebintu ebiteebezo okuba nti bibbe. Twamaze dda okukola kyonna ekisoboka okubajja ku statement n'obujulizi okubutegeka ngera olunaku olwaleero bakusimbibwa mu mbuga z'amateeka wali Emakindye mu kooti. Kigendererwa ky'ebikwekweto bino kyakulaba nti obumenyi bw'amateeka bukendeera mu kitundu kino era nga bubadde butandise okuba nti nno bweyongera waggulu. So twagala obategeeza nti kyonna kikolebwa okulaba nti n'obumenyi bw'amateeka bukendeera era bano tulina essuubi nti banaabanjuddwa mu kooti ku bujulizi bwe tulinawo ne bavaawo tujja bba tukoze ekinene nnyo okulaba nti obumenyi bw'amateeka bukendeera mu kitundu ekyo. Njagala obategeeza nti waliwo omuntu atannategeerekeka poliisi y'e Nateete gwesanze mu mwala gw'e Nalukolongo olunaku olwaleero ku makya. Tekinnamanyika kikyamutuuseeko naye essaawa zino tunoonyereza ku muntu eyabbidde mu mazzi kwasangiddwa mu mazzi. Okuggyako abasawo be banaatutegeeza emulago oba wayasoose kuttibwa n'asuulibwa omwo oba nedda naye nga ebirabibwako n'amaaso yabbidde mu mazzi era nga gujjiddwe ne gutwalibwa mu ggwanika emulago wabula nga tamanyikiddwa ku kitundu era tukubiriza abantu omuntu yenna nga naddala ava Kabowa n'ebifo ebidda waggulu eyo kuba tuteebeza okuba nti omulambo amazzi gagututte empaka wano mu kyano y'e Nalukolongo okuva eri waggulu. Ajje yeekubira endulu ku poliisi bw'aba amanyi omuntu ono tusobole okuba nti nno tufuna ebimukwatako naffe tubabuulire okunoonyereza kwaffe okunaaba kutuuse. Mwebale nnyo.
Smart 24, driving business.
Good morning, colleagues, and we continue with the press briefing as usual. Are we ready? Yes, and we are in the Holy Week. So, country is still as peaceful as always. Internally, we don't have any issues of security significance, just like across our borderlines with all the neighboring countries. And we want to thank the public continuing. In charge of press activities, Commissioner of Police Namaye Poli. She was in the mission, you know. Going to the mission, the UN mission, is one way of motivating police officers. You go and promote peace, safety and security where it is required under the UN and the African Union respectively, and after your tour of duty you return. So we want to welcome her back, and of course, you know, she was earning dollars. I don't know how she's going to adjust from earning dollars back to Uganda shillings, but Polly will be the deputy PRO in charge of press activities. Press activities deals with press matters of issuing statements, deputizing me as far as issuing, holding press briefings, and any other updates on press matters, on police press matters. My other deputy, Assistant Commissioner of Police Nabaka Claire, will be coordinating PR-related activities, events between the police, the public, and other stakeholders. Are we clear? So if you want any press-related matter, you can engage me or my deputy. Then if it is something about public relations between the police and the public, you engage me and my other deputy, Claire. Are we together? So that is it. You now have a variety. So you're welcome, and thank you. We want to inform the public that we've increased the visibility as joint security agencies during this Holy Week that we've entered, leading to the Easter celebrations on Sunday, the 10th of April. We've intensified, of course, our security measures at churches, other worship centers during this holiday week, and Easter celebrations. And because of the Easter holiday, which is also long, we anticipate many people will be traveling to their hometown. Celebrating Easter by holding parties, shopping, and even carrying out Thanksgiving in a number of places. So we expect an increase in activities, traveling, and also an increase in crime that usually arise because of an increase in these activities and other threats to public safety, especially robbery, frauds, bag snatching, livestock theft, and so on and so forth. Although we've entered this Holy Week without any specific threats directed towards the Easter holiday, we continue to actively monitor activities to ensure there are no credible threats in the country. Like I've said, you've seen an increase in visibility, and that are also taking place. Going forward, we've partnered with religious leaders, and we've stressed the importance of community vigilance at their respective churches and places of worship, and also asked them to review their security measures and contingency plans as far as protecting the church and its assets are concerned. Previously, we've seen that there are criminal gangs that have been targeting churches and stealing mostly electronic gadgets, speakers and so on. So we call upon them at least to target harden these churches and the respective assets. Generally, those that are traveling, we've seen an increase in accidents that are basically arising out of reckless and dangerous driving, overspeeding, and we call upon the public traveling, at least try to plan early your movement and have at least some additional time when you're traveling to avoid delays along the major roads and highways. For those who I told you to avoid carrying large amounts of money and displaying your valuables, using ATMs at safe places like banks, hotels, and shopping malls. Generally, we want to warn all those criminals that are prepared to antagonize members of the public during this holiday that we are very well prepared. We shall ensure that some of you spend time behind bars during this Easter holiday week and Easter holiday as well. Now we continue to of course, so we had some information of plans by hostile groups like the ADF planning to attack selected targets along our border, our western border with the eastern DRC. So we have greatly mobilized the communities around there, and we are happy with the response that we are getting from our communities, beginning from Kanungu, you come to Kasese, Bundibujo, and Toroko. They have intensified their levels of vigilance and are furnishing us with credible intelligence that has really helped us to read their areas from the ADF criminal elements. So we are also prepared in that area. Now for our brothers, the Muslims, we want to inform you that so far we've not had any threats regarding the holy month of Ramadan. During the beginning of Ramadan, we gave some security guidelines to the religious leaders at various mosques and other Muslim places of worship, Islamic centers, and so on. So as we talk today, we have still not registered any incidents of concern, but we continue to urge our Muslim leaders, encourage them to continue coordinating their activities with the nearest police and security agencies and and to regularly assess the levels of risks at mosques at the
Smart 24, driving business.